What's going on, guys? So this is my main PC, and you can see why I don't ever really show it off or anything. I've sort of mentioned the build before. It's not the prettiest. It's how you say, a bit ghetto, but I like it. But one thing that's bothering me is it's not quite ghetto enough. I need to fix that. So I've got a different case I want to throw in here, and this one's just too small, it's too flimsy. I'm going to throw it into an older case I have laying around. That's hopefully going to be a bit better. But I'll just give you a quick look around the case. So you got some masking tape holding those two drives together, otherwise they move around a bit. The screw threads are completely busted on. This is a one side only case, you can't unscrew the back of it, so that's a bit of a problem. I've got a 600 watt, I don't know what even that is, something, can't read what brand it is. I might put it in the description. It's alright actually, it's got a big, I think it's 160mm fan on it. It's not too bad. Got 4 gigs of DDR3 memory. It's just 1333 because this is a really old board. It's a 775 socket, and most people probably won't even know what that is. It's that old. It's a Core 2 system, Core 2 Duo, but it's actually running a Core 2 Quad at the moment, a Q60600. And there's my heatsink. It's actually really good. I think it's mainly designed to run the first gen Core i7s. It can run my Q60600 at overclocked. It sits around about 30 degrees, which is nice. And here's my graphics card that I'm hopefully replacing soon. It's a 1GB GTX 550 Ti. Yeah, it's okay. Could be better. And here's my storage. My 2 boot drives are just, if you can even see that, I've got two 2.5 inch drives here. They're both 5400 RPM, and they're both 320 gigabytes, I think. Or maybe one's 500 now, I can't remember. So I've got OS 10 on one, and I've got Windows 7 Ultimate on the second drive. And I've got a 3TB Seagate Barracuda. Then I've got a old 2TB Western Digital Green. And I've got lots of fans and stuff. I've got like an 80mm fan in the back, and it just snakes its way around here, and it's plugged in backwards into a Molex connector to make it run a bit slower. And here's the front. Got some awesome cooling vents going on, just some leftover cables. Power supply is sleeved, which is nice. I think I paid $60 for it new, and that was a couple of years ago. I've got 2 optical drives. Got a LG DVD burner. First mod I ever did was change the LED on that. First hardware mod on anything. And then we've got the second drive, which is actually quite special. I had to import this one from Korea. It's got custom firmware on it. It's for reading Xbox discs. I can read both original Xbox games and 360. Back in the days when flash DVD drives were the only thing you could do for the 360. And I've got my intake fan. There's actually 2 fans in there. You can't really see the second one. It's sort of hidden underneath this front I/O. They're both, I don't know what they are. I think they're 60s or something. All that dust coming off it. Front USB ports are upside down. I don't know why. It just came like that in the case. And busted power button that sometimes turns the computer off by itself. And yeah. Oh, and my vent covers, because this is one of those shitty little things where it clamps down. It doesn't fit over this card. It's not a bad computer actually, it's just in a shit case. And I just got my masking tape over that. I was trying to create a bit more airflow because it was pulling air in from the back, and I just have it down in the down on the floor down there underneath the second computer because I don't have much space. So yeah, it's not bad. And I did have the excess here taped up the other day, but I pulled it off while I was aboard. Yeah. So there's the actual machine. So I'm going to be pulling all this out, probably getting rid of both optical drives, because hopefully my new graphics card that I'm fitting in, I won't do much about it yet because it might just be completely toast and a waste of time mentioning, but it's a 300 watt card, and I don't know how much this system pulls. The processor on its own usually pulls about 120 because it's busted, doesn't work too well. These are IDE, by the way, they're not SATA. And yeah, so I might just remove both my optical drives. I don't use them that often anymore. And yeah, and I'm going to sit a second power supply there, maybe even a third, depending if I'm greedy or not. Like where the optical drives sit in the new case, because that's the same width as a normal power supply, I think. So anyway, enough rambling. Have a look at the new case. And here is the new case. Well, it's not exactly new. It's, I don't know, circa 2000 and something. Pretty old. It's a beige one. It's sexy. It's got the Pentium 4 logo, which I'm going to leave on the front. I might leave a floppy drive in this system, maybe. I don't know, I could use that extra bay for more hard drives. I might just cut the front of the floppy drive off and use it as a SD reader or something. Slap an SD reader in there. I really like the idea of having something that's so old and ugly looking that even if I fitted new parts in it, you would still think that this is like some old piece of crap. And I kind of like that. It kind of like surprises people. It's something different. It's a case mod, but without being actual case mod. So there's the optical drives. They're just crap DVD drives. I'm going to rip them out completely. And, you know, slap a second power supply in here. It's got a power supply fitted. It's some no-name one, 400 watts. And there's the board. It's a Prescott Intel Pentium 4. You may remember this build. It's my sort of DOS Windows 98 machine, but I don't really use it that much. I've only used it like twice. I just use DOSBox for everything else. It does have these nice ATA 100 cables. If I do choose to put at least one optical drive back in this system, I'll use one of these because they're a bit faster and they're nicer looking. I might use the blue one. It goes nicer with the sleeves cabling in the system. Yeah, it's got LEDs in it. Where are they? Along the edge there. So I'll keep them in there. You know, be real ghetto. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip the old system out and put it in here. Sorry for the long video, I just thought I'd explain everything. And this case is actually, it's a lot sturdier than that cheap one I'm using at the moment. And as you can see, it's also a bit bigger too. They're both ATX cases, but this one's extended ATX, I think. I don't know, I'll check. I don't think it is, actually. I think it's just normal ATX. This might be a micro ATX board. I don't know, we'll find out. So, yeah, I'll be back in a bit. Alright, so I've got the case all cleaned out and everything. Still got to just remove these hard drives and stuff. I'm going to keep the LEDs, as I said, so I've got this neat little switch on the back. Optical drives are going to go. I'm probably actually going to keep, I'm going to swap the front bezels on this LG drive, see if it'll fit my, it's way out of focus, see if it'll fit my new, or my DVD burner, just so it looks white. I might still have the white cover for it, but I doubt it. Anyway, so I'm going to finish pulling this apart, put the new motherboard, or the other motherboard in from the other system, and yeah, I'll be back with the finished machine. Okay, so I've got the motherboard in, and this is what the inside looks like here. Not too bad. It's a bit messy, but I don't really mind that. It still gets fairly good airflow. What's important is the outside of the case, so I'll just put all that back together and show you in just a little bit. Just excuse the mess there, but this is what the front of the case looks, and as you can see, it does have the good old Pentium 4 logo on it there. So yeah, what I want to end up doing with this, I want to eventually sort of upgrade all the parts into something newer, and basically build a proper gaming machine, but have it inside one of these old crappy cases. So if I ever go to like a LAN party or something, be completely unassuming. Be like, oh my god, he's got a Pentium 4, that's so old. But then in real life, oh, knocked the camera over. But then in real life, have something way better than that. So yeah, this will probably be a continuing series. I've got a few different actual mods I want to do some tutorials on, like overclocking the processor using a piece of tape and a whole bunch of other stuff, so stay tuned. Anyway, catch you next time. Bye.